Welcome back to the Noise Spectrum. We've got a packed show for you guys this week, so let's get started.
First up today, a story about the seniors' college plans. With their last year of their high school career wrapping up, college and career plans are on their mind.
Over to you, Ark and Joe.
As we near the end of the year, the 2023 senior class begins to make decisions about college and their future.
I am going to Augustana University, which is a small college in Sioux Falls. And I'm going there because they have a music production program that's paired with Berklee School of Music, which is one of the best music schools in the country.
I am going to North Dakota State University, and I'm going because they have a really good biochemistry program. I'm going to Southwest Minnesota State University, that's in Marshall. I'm going to do 4 years of business, and I'm going there because that is one of the top degrees that students go to college there for.
University of North Dakota for criminal justice.
Either Mankato or community college, and I'm thinking of doing business school. And if I do community college, it'll be a site close by. And I'm doing business school because you can do a lot of stuff with that.
I'm going to University of Minnesota Mankato, and I'm going for business. Don't really know why, I just kind of am.
I'm going to Anoka Ramsey to do my generals.
I'm thinking of either going to St. Thomas or to UND, just because I liked the community of both of those schools.
We wish our seniors luck in whatever they decide to do after high school. This has been Joe and Arik, Noise News.
Great story, crew, and good luck with your future careers, seniors.
You guys will do great. Spectrum is a really great place to set yourself up for the future, especially because of the Senior Legacy Project and presentation.
This year's seniors have already finished their capstone project. Let's send it over to Josh and Ty for a follow-up on those presentations.
Now that the seniors have finished their presentations, let's take a look back on how they did and how they have grown through this experience.
I worked with an organization in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota called Crescent Cove.
I worked with Living Well.
I worked with Rivers of Hope.
Seniors gained a lot of insight on the world through their organizations.
They help women in need when you're struggling with a domestic violence issue or family support. They kind of just lend that hand.
Some seniors worked with organizations for a personal reason.
My grandpa has a disability, so that was kind of a big thing for me.
After working in that environment and being around the children and seeing like nurses working with them, it kind of led me to want to be a nurse.
Now let's see how these presentations went.
Really well. It was really cool because I was also able to just share my story. I'm adopted, and so I had a whole story behind the reason why I chose my organization. And
I was pretty stressed. I was supposed to be on the first day, but because of the snowstorm, we were moved, so it was stressful.
Any advice for those doing the project next year?
You need to practice over Christmas break, because if you do not practice, it's not going to go well. There were some people who didn't practice, and they definitely struggled more than the people who did make sure that they practiced over break. Do research on your organization before you go into it. Like, be sure that you know what you want to do and know like who you want to work with, and then come into the interview like with a plan in your mind.
For me, I had an idea and I thought this one organization would be perfect, and it didn't, and I didn't have a backup plan. So make sure you have a backup plan with the organizations, but also pick something that you're truly passionate about and a story that you can be confident sharing.
One of our students even ended up going to the Capitol with her organization.
So last week, Pro-Life Action Ministries, they asked if I would testify at a judiciary meeting at the state capitol.
A small project can have an awesome impact.
It was amazing how much just a project here at Spectrum could affect my future and being able to be in that place.
This has been Ty and Josh, Noise News.
Our presentation is next year, and I feel great about it. A lot of seniors say that it's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah, I can't wait. I also can't wait for a segment that follows Elijah, a fellow Noise News member, as he embarks on a plane to prepare for a future in the Air Force.
Before that, though, let's send it over to Ari with sports.
What's up, Sting? Ari here with sports. Last week was short and sweet, but stay around to welcome Blake Femright as he talks about boys basketball. Starting off, let's give a huge congrats to boys and girls varsity basketball for winning conference and continuing on to sections. Last Tuesday, boys C, JV, and varsity basketball had away games against Mora High School. Thursday, girls varsity basketball had a game versus Malacca at Malacca High School. Then on Friday, boys C, JV, and varsity basketball played against Rush City here at Spectrum. Now, let's move over to Blake Femrite. So Blake, how do you prepare before a game, mentally and physically?
I just put my headphones in, listen to some music, and get a basketball in my hands, start dribbling, and just focusing on the game.
When did you first start playing basketball?
So I first started playing in kindergarten when my brother started playing actual house league, so I was kind of into it then. That's when I actually started playing.
Who would you say is your biggest fan?
Definitely my parents. They come to every game and support me whenever, and we talk at home about the game and stuff, so.
Does having a large student section show up to the games affect how you play?
Yeah, it really does for the whole team, because they just bring up the energy in the game, and everything just seems to escalate from there.
How has the basketball team grown over the years?
I'd say we've gotten closer as people, and we've just gotten better overall skills, and then we're gaining, I guess.
And where do you see the team being next year?
I think we have the chance to grow a lot. I think we'll be better next year. We'll have more chemistry and stuff like that, so.
Well, thank you for coming in. This has been Ari with sports. Back to you, Aaron and Josh.
Thanks, Ari.
Now let's send it over to Elijah Dan.
The Civil Air Patrol, also known as CAP, is the civilian auxiliary of the Air Force, which I am a part of. Through CAP a few weeks ago, I was able to ride on a C-130, which is a cargo plane. Let's dive into what that day looked like. I started my day off by getting some food from Bill's, and then going down to the Anoka County Airport, where I met with the other cadets going on this plane ride. Once all the cadets had arrived, we left for the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, where we got to learn about different jobs that you can do at the Air Force Reserve. After that, we waited for our bus, and then once we got on the bus, we drove over to the C-130, and we got to wait inside the bus for a while. Then eventually we got to board the C-130 and get up in the air. Once we got in the air, there was not much to do, so most people slept and looked out the tiny windows. But we did get to go up to the cockpit of the aircraft, where we had an amazing view. Overall, it was a wonderful experience and an even better way to get out of school for a day. Back to you, Josh and Aaron.
Wow, Elijah, that looks so cool.
What a way to end off today's show. This has been Josh.
And Aaron.
Keeping you in on the noise.
I've always wanted to be in the military.
I know.
I know. We should get director's chair.
We should get.
It's Tuesday, Natalie.
We are professionals here at the noise. The Apple.
My dad would full on eat the course. But when he doesn't, he'll eat the course.
Ew.
It's so. Yeah, you could drink enough water to kill you.
Yeah, it's called drowning.
You should just.
2.
Excuse you.